Jay, it's time to wake up. It's Christmas.
What?
It's Christmas.
What do you mean? 5 more minutes.
No, it's Christmas time to open presents.
Why are you like this?
Come on, get up. Let's run down the stairs.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you see that?
Yes, I got me a new snowmobile.
Oh, mine's all wrapped up. I don't even know what this is.
What do you got?
It looks like a brand new spatula
Woo!
from Spatula City.
Love Christmas.
Oh, this is the best Christmas ever. Thanks, Santa.
Thanks, Santa.
Oh, look at this. I got Flavors of the Forest, Bigfoot breath seasoning. You can find this on our flavorsofforest.com.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna put this in everything. I'm gonna put it in my soups. I'm gonna put it in every meal I make.
All right.
That's Flavors of the Forest.
Merry
Bigfoot
Christmas,
breath.
guys. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. I hope everyone had a good Christmas this morning. And, maybe it's still at night and your Christmas morning hasn't started yet. And so this is a bit early. So either way, I hope the rest of your day is amazing from when you listen to this.
I am the great and powerful Mr. E.
And I'm just Christmas Jolly Jay today.
I hope this is not your guys' first episode you've ever listened to of the show.
What do you mean?
Because I'm drinking.
Well, that's okay. Everyone can have a little drink on Christmas.
Yeah. Now, welcome to Christmas.
Are you drinking milk?
Yeah, actually. No.
By milk, I mean cider.
By cider, you mean highly fermented cider.
Yeah. Triple jam.
Then yes.
Oh, okay.
Blake's Triple Jam. They should sponsor us. If you know who works for Blake's, tell them they should sponsor us.
Yeah. Then we can get Blake's and we can talk about Blake's.
All right. That's enough. That's enough free stuff.
Yeah. Flavors of the Forest.
So they made me not do another Santa is Real episode. But guess what, guys? I snuck it in later in the week.
Wait, who's they?
You!
Well, oh. Yeah. We already did that.
But now I snuck it in later in the week, so...
Did you now?
Don't worry. Thanks, Dale.
Yes.
Because it was all because of Dale. The only reason I could get it in
Yes.
there.
Thanks, Dale.
Now, before we get rocking and rolling, I only have one announcement.
Oh.
Over the last couple months, we've had, apparently, a lot of issues with our previous t-shirt company. We have a new t-shirt company. If you had a problem with your order, please get a hold of me through any of the emails or socials, and we will get it taken care of.
We'll make it right.
So the new t-shirt company is only taking about a week and a half to 2 weeks turnaround time from ordering to getting your items.
Receiving, yes.
So please, I have everybody's name. I know most people did get their stuff, but I know a couple people are still missing stuff. So please get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What is that lady? You ever seen her? Mary Chrysler.
I don't know. Is that the same lady? It's like, I'm all fat and sassy.
No, that's the man.
Huh?
Wasn't that?
No, it was a little
Lindsay?
old lady. No, it wasn't Lindsey Graham.
Oh, I thought it was Lindsay.
Oh my, what's wrong with you?
I just sounds like Lindsay.
Yeah, it does, but
He said that.
I think you might have watched too many AI videos.
Wait, isn't
This is a deep fake.
Oh, okay. What are we covering this week for Christmas? What are we covering on Christmas Day?
You said the Yuletide boys?
Did you mess it up on purpose, or did you really not remember?
A Yule something. That's
We're gonna cover the Yule Lads.
Yule Lads. That's
The
close.
Yule Lads. The Icelandic Yule Lads. How many are there?
I think you said 13.
Yes, there are. In modern culture, when the season arrives, the 13 Yule Lads descend from the mountains to attend celebrations around the country, playing with children, entertaining in revelry and such.
Ooh.
They help make Iceland Christmas even more delightful. This, however, is more family-friendly than the old Icelandic versions of these legends.
Interesting.
Yeah. The Yule Lads were probably somebody you didn't want to be around, old style. Though they did not inherit cannibalism from their mother, the Icelandic Christmas trolls were still wildly feared by children from their creepy and revolting behavior. Even adults in Iceland, from industrialization, largely believe in trolls. Some, or so many, would have been cautious were these truths of these tales in Christmas time.
So are these trolls, elves? What are they?
They're like little troll people.
Okay. And they just come out in Christmas time?
Yes. Basically, it's all for their mother, which is like a massive mountain troll that eats kids.
Like from Ernest Scared Stupid.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen any Ernest movies.
That's what's wrong with you. You need to culture yourself.
Though each Yule Lad has their own unique quirk, they all share features of trolls.
It's like Snow White. Like the Seven Dwarfs. They each have their own, like, sneezy, dopey.
They are enormous, filthy. They say unintelligent creatures, but they do some crafty stuff. And they're very bestial.
Mm-mm.
Who could only operate in the hours of the night. Should sun cast upon them, they will turn to stone.
Oh, yeah. It's just like the Troll Hunters movie.
Yes, both are really good.
Yeah.
The new one Netflix made is really good, but I love the old one.
Oh, I've never seen the new one.
It's pretty good. It has the Mountain King.
Interesting. Okay, I got to watch that.
Yes, it's fair.
Yeah, all right.
It's kind of in the same universe. It's definitely different, but it's still the same vein.
Okay.
But yeah, they basically, a lot of the stuff is they were go catch kids for their mother, and I think it's pronounced Gratha, which is this giant, like almost dragon-esque mountain troll.
Grata.
And she's got a lot of like Krampus legends also mixed in with her.
Okay.
With like having cages on her back full of children. With the cages are made of bone.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's not very Christmassy.
Yeah. So we're gonna cover the kids one at a time.
The Yule Lads?
The Yule Lads.
Okay.
So this is Sheep Clot Clod.
Sheep Clot Clod.
Would you like me to try to say the Icelandic version?
Let's see how this goes. We'll do this one.
Sket Jessir.
Okay. I'm not making you repeat that.
Sket Jessir.
Okay, I guess you still did.
It's not scat.
Okay. That's
like
good to know. It's good to know.
Know.
Sketty.
It didn't look like that hard at one. Like it looks kind of phonetical, but it's Icelandic, which could be not.
Yeah, you could be completely saying the opposite.
I had an Icelandic teacher.
Ooh, cool.
He taught Spanish.
That's odd.
Yeah, he was odd. We used to call him Jimmy Neutron because he had a gigantic head.
He's an alien.
Yeah. So let's talk about sheep clot clod or sheep coat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what is it?
Coat. COTE.
Oh yeah, coat. I would say coat. Sheep coat clod.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The first Yule Lad to leave the mountains and stir up some trouble around Iceland was sheep cot clod. It's just hard.
They understand at home.
From the 12th of December until the 26th, his modus operandi was to harass the sheep of any household he came across. Icelanders would usually keep their sheep underground in the winter months.
Underground?
Mm-hmm. So when the sounds of these tremendous bleats would echo up to the house, it was a sign that the clod had found them. Mm-hmm. Such a sound, through common in the winter months, with storms regularly harassing the flock, became even more ominous, particularly considering the sheep were the lifeblood of these farmsteads.
Right, yeah.
In spite of this being a fearsome troll, like many of his brothers, was limited by his deformities.
Ooh.
His stiff legs impaired his ability to move. So the best thing to do was hearing him rifle around your animals was to wait it out. He'd have to move on your neighbors soon enough in order to terrorize as many Icelandic homes as possible.
So he wouldn't actually even do anything? He would just kind of like go, and make the sheep run around?
Being nice, because this is a family-friendly show.
Oh, okay.
He is harassing sheep.
Okay, so doing some bad things to him.
Yes.
All right, if you can catch him.
And he would take some sheep, too.
Okay.
For later.
More harassment.
More harassment.
Okay.
No, and he was giant.
Yeah.
So what they would do, remember Iceland's like a lot of volcanic stuff, but they literally hollow out these big spaces underneath the house.
Right.
And keep all their livestock.
Yeah.
Chickens and all kinds of other stuff too, but sheep was the big one.
Yeah.
Why sheep was so popular in the olden days is because of their ability to pretty much eat whatever and produce both clothing and food.
Yeah, milk and, sheep milk.
Wool and meat.
You never had sheep milk?
I don't think I've had a lot of milk.
No sheep milk?
I've never seen anybody milk a sheep.
Oh, well, they're just not doing it right.
Interesting.
You need the right apparatus to do it.
So what do you think of sheep caught Claude?
Well, if they're all going to be like, why are these guys, why are they the Yule Lads?
It's Yule time.
So so this has nothing really to do with, it's just like a winter.
Yeah, the Yule.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, here's the first one. Yay! This is a good way to start your winter.
So far, would you take sheep caught Claude or the Wendigo?
Wow. Oh, wow. I guess Claude, I guess.
At the end, I'm going to ask you basically, we're going to compare North American winter spirits to Europe. And
I just got a meme sent to me about that, too, by Jake Dressel. It's pretty funny.
Which one?
Something about North American cryptids versus...
Oh, yes. It's like the European cryptids are all like funny and cute and beautiful. And then North American cryptids are like Wendigos and giant centipede monsters.
And vicious, and like, will murder you.
Yeah. Because we haven't had this much time to kill all of ours yet.
That's all true. Right. Or we have been, and so they grew defensive like now, like immediately.
Yeah. Gully Gawk.
Ooh, I like
Gully
that.
Gawk.
Oh, no.
Gawk.
Stop saying it.
Why?
Oh, you got to pause that over there. Keeps on there you go. Golly Gawk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Gawk.
I heard you.
Golly Gawk was the second Icelandic Yule lad to arrive in human settlements, hiding in the gullies around their house, waiting till the residents have fallen asleep.
Oh, no, and then he gawks them, doesn't he?
No, his method of troublemaking was to break into the cow shed to steal any milk available.
So he's gawking the cows?
He was. In doing so, he robbed the families of key ingredients to saute meats and enjoy other festivities in the season. So, not to mention the traditional skyr, which is like a dish.
Oh, okay.
Or a drink, like a drink made with milk.
Like eggnog.
Yeah, very similar, I think. Okay. From what everything, at least I've seen. Although only wealthier Icelandic people owned cows, most poor people historically lived on farmsteads of rich, meaning well. The troll still affected them. Basically, a lot of these homesteaders lived on massive amounts of property owned by richer Icelandic people.
Okay. Basically, like the serfs.
Like, yes, king of this valley.
Yes.
And then he had little properties.
Little gullies and fjords and...
Gully Gawk.
The Gully Gawk. So he's stealing cows?
He would suck on the nipple of a cow to steal all the milk.
Oh, okay. So he wouldn't actually take the whole cow. He just...
No, yeah, he would just...
suck the nutrients out of it.
He would take... Like, they would come out and the udders would be empty in the morning.
Oh, wow. That Gully Gawk. I guess he's better than the sheep Claude.
Is he?
I think so.
I don't know. Have you seen the pictures?
I guess I haven't seen the pictures.
I'll show you the picture. I'll try to remember for everybody to post these pictures on Facebook.
He's just
I don't know if he's doing it for the milk or
I
for
don't know if he's a
other
Yule
things.
lad or just a homeless man.
A good guy.
Yeah.
No, you can't be homeless in Iceland because you die.
No, okay. Well,
if you don't go into a house to sleep at night.
He's sleeping in the barn for sure. Because I know, actually, I think there's a Golly Gawk that lives right down the road from us.
We play euchre with him.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, he's real. He just goes to Iceland in the winter.
You ready for this next one?
I guess he hasn't been around this euchre season past couple months. Going on to Iceland and get some cow milk. All right, next one.
So I'll try to say. Oh, did I tell you Golly Gawk's real name?
Oh no.
Gilligagger.
Okay, I like it.
I think that's actually how it's pronounced. Stuffir is our next guy.
Okay.
And it's his name translated into English is roughly Stubby.
Okay.
He has a bald head, a small hair flap on the back.
Shut up. Yeah, I was waiting.
4 foot tall. No.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to say it. Once you said bald head, I'm like, oh, this might be me. And then you said hair flap. Okay, shut up.
No, the third Yule lad is Stubby, becoming a nuisance through Iceland and the Christmas by stealing household pans for their delicious crusts that remain in them.
Ooh.
And he appeared from the 14th to the 26th of December. His appetite was insatiable, but he only wanted the crust out of the pans.
I get it. That's where all the seasonings are.
While this may not seem like a very terrible crime, historically, pots and pans were incredibly valuable to Icelandic people.
Yeah.
The country had no iron reserves or mining industry of its own, and such goods had to be imported and were extremely expensive. for them to impoverish, for much of these impoverished families, their only possession worth anything of value was the few pans and pots they had.
Interesting.
So this is one of those things that, when you hear it's kind of goofy, but it goes into explaining no, this was the most expensive item the family had.
Right.
Was maybe 2 cast iron skillets in a pot.
Right.
So if this guy is taking them away,
so he's not
that'd be like somebody for Americans taking your car, your most expensive single item.
Or your gun safe.
Or whatever. Yeah, something like that.
Depending on where you're from.
Yeah. So I just thought it was interesting because it's something that doesn't seem like a big deal.
Right. But
when you have to import them over
depends what
these seas.
Yeah, where you are, your culture, yeah. Yeah, it's too bad he just doesn't take it and clean it for you and then put it back.
No, yeah, he beats his brother with it.
What a jerk, Stubby. I don't like this guy. I'd rather have a gollygawker.
All right. This is where the Scandinavian names get to be unpronounceable.
Okay, here we go.
There's a lot of I's, E's, and some weird lines above letters.
Yeah, and your vowel game is... If you didn't know, Justin has, or Mr. E has a learning disability.
2 learning disabilities.
So you got dyslexia.
And I can't even pronounce the other one. They make them unpronounceable for people that have them.
I guess so.
No, it's just that I have a problem with reading and writing and such. Yeah.
Especially writing.
Reading.
Oh, yeah.
Writing, I can kind of force my way through enough to where I remember the shape of words.
You can force it, yeah.
I can get the shape right. Roughly.
Yeah. It's just the penmanship could also use some work.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay. It's like 20 letters. Thror, vor, si, li, I, kiri.
Now, is this what's the English translation?
Spoon liquor.
Okay, let's go with spoon liquor. That's better.
I'm just going to try to say every one of their name one time because people like it when I mispronounce stuff.
Okay.
So the 4th Yule Lad is spoon liquor. This Christmas troll set out a nationwide tour of mischief on the 15th day of December each year. So a lot of these guys operate in like a group of days, like a couple week period up until the day after Christmas or whatever. Some of these are much more hardcore to their dates.
Okay.
So this is the 15th. I just laugh. The pictures that the artist did of these are just
spoon liquor.
The best. So he breaks into homes of these Icelandic families. He licks the spoons of the households in hope of a morsel to eat.
Why not just raid the fridge?
Spoon licker's behavior was a result of his strange deformity.
What does it look like, an anteater?
He was grotesquely thin from malnutrition, usually among trolls, who were most often depicted as extremely overweight or a muscular beast.
Yeah.
He was like a thin, like much more like Wendigo-esque, like skeletal.
He's licking spoons.
The lesson to be learned from spoon licker's behavior is less appetite within many of these other Yule Lads. Or less apparent, than many of these other Yule Lads.
He probably has silver poisoning.
Although it is perhaps as simple to ensure children clean their cutlery.
Yeah, I guess. That's the thing. Even if they do clean it, okay, good job, you cleaned it. You still have this guy licking all your spoons. It's still going to be dirty and gross. You might as well leave him a treat. And
He's giant. He's like 14 foot tall.
Yeah.
And like gaunt, skeletal. And he has this incredibly like giraffe-like tongue.
Yeah, I could see it.
He looks... Do you remember... who is it? The newest kind of animated Scrooge or the Christmas Story.
Ooh, I don't know if I've
Christmas
seen it.
Carol. I'm sorry, the Christmas Carol.
Okay, yeah, I don't know for sure.
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey played it.
Oh, okay.
Most depictions kind of make him look like Scrooge from Jim Carrey's version.
Okay.
Very gaunt, big nose.
Like they do from the Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one. Yeah. Kind of that kind of old guy.
All right.
This next one...
Oh, boy.
Is Port Skefiller.
Oh, that stands for, I have no idea.
Come on, give me a guess.
Oh, it's not pot sealer or spoon liquor, so it's probably like the dishwasher.
Yeah, so close.
All right, what is it?
Pot scraper.
Pot scraper. Okay, that was close.
So once again, pot scraper, like many of his other brothers, is from the Christmas hijinks of gluttonous behaviors. Breaking into homes after another, he seeks out pots of sauce, chunks of roast meat left in a tray, saucepans of seasonal vegetables, and scours or scruffs off everything left over to eat.
Yum. This is my kind of guy.
Pot scraper was no doubt created to encourage children to finish their meals. Leftovers may bring him sniffing at your front door, scratching to get in.
Ooh, you better eat it all so he don't show up.
It sounds like he sounds like a cat, right? Once again, he's like 20 foot tall.
Yeah, but he smells that little bit of meat. Like, come on.
As food scraps were meant to be preserved to last throughout the long winters, as waste was generally frowned upon. This was because no one dared a fishing trip into the treacherous seas in the season, or wanted to slaughter an animal that could otherwise help them sustain their livelihoods in the summer.
Okay.
So this was a time where they really rationed food,
right? Yeah,
to get through the winters.
Yeah,
because if you went out in the ocean, you were dead,
right?
And if you had to kill your cattle, you would kill yourself in the summer then.
Right, yep. You didn't have nothing then.
Yeah, or your sheep or whatever. Yeah, you
right.
need them for the breeding season after the winter.
Right.
So, yeah. So, this would encourage kids to clean up their bowl because otherwise this giant, nasty man comes into your house and licks everything.
What's with these trolls and licking stuff?
It's just a troll thing.
I guess so. They're lickers. Oh, gosh.
Eshkavarlikura.
Oh, this one.
Which is? You got to guess?
Isn't he a liquor?
Come on, you got to guess?
I don't know, butt liquor.
Bowl.
Bowl.
Bowl liquor.
That's what I said, right? It's close.
So while Gollygawk is out stealing milk and Stubby is munching on crusty pans, Pot Scraper is scoffing down all your leftovers, and the skinny spoon licker is doing exactly what his name suggests.
Absolutely nothing.
Also on the hunt for an easy morsel is the sixth brother, the bowl licker, and perhaps the creepiest thus far.
Okay, that's not good.
Bowl licker's name, or Ashkavashur, roughly translated to bowl licker. He has a reputation for slurping the remains of whatever is left in a bowl, or rather of an. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this word right.
Mm-hmm.
An oshkar.
I don't know what that is.
Which is an Icelandic type of carved bowl with a lid.
Oh, neat.
It's kind of like I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a pot with like a handle. It's weird.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. And they sip like soup from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. But the way he does it is rather nightmarish.
What, he just sticks his tongue in there like...
Each night, bowl licker would quite literally lay beneath a child's bed, waiting for them to finish their nighttime soup or pudding. When they are satisfied, he will readily snatch up the remaining food, guzzling it down himself. Perhaps created to get children to go to sleep without, or when asked, and not to indulge in a midnight snack. He emphasizes the trope of a monster under the bed.
Makes sense.
He looks horrifying.
Does he look like that? Remember on that episode of Rugrats when Chucky has that monster under his bed? He looks in there and sees it. Remember that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I wonder if he looks like that. But then it turns out it's just a sweater.
And pretty much, he eats cats too. Like if you have cats in your room, he'll just...
Eat them as well.
Yeah.
You know, just don't like cats. Here's a question up for debate. Is it soup or not? A bowl of cereal. Cold soup or yes or no?
Wait, say that again.
A bowl of cereal.
A soup or not?
Is it soup or not?
A soup or not? Yeah. I thought you were saying like some kind of astronaut.
Oh, no, not like the Black Sabbath song Soup or Not, but soup or not. Is bowl of cereal cold? Is it cold soup or is it something else?
Wouldn't it be gazpacho? Is that the cold soup?
Yeah, that's a cold soup, yeah.
I'd say it's a soup.
Yeah, so there you go. Bowl of cereal.
No, it wouldn't be a soup.
Why not?
Because there's got no broth, preparation involved.
It's milk broth.
No, it's not broth. That's one ingredient.
So is chicken broth.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's salt, chicken.
There's that.
And water.
And milk is milk, sugar, and
no
water. You know they skim that down. They're making their money. And whatever other chemicals they pump into it.
I'm glad this is the lovely argument we're having in the middle of an episode. I think there could be argument either way. It's like, is a hot dog a sandwich? No, because the bun's not cut all the way in half.
Yeah, but sometimes you make sandwiches with just one piece of bread. Like you just put peanut butter on it and fold it in half.
No,
that's still a sandwich.
That's called being poor.
Been there?
Been there.
Yeah.
I remember we had peanut butter sandwiches for a month.
Gosh.
Dad listens to this. I don't know. Dad, do you remember that?
Yeah. What if you just popped in? Oh, yeah.
I'd be surprised because he should be at work.
Or a cheese sandwich, just a slice of cheese with
Did that cheese and ketchup?
Yep, cheese and ketchup. My sister did cheese and mayo.
Ooh, that's too much.
She loved it.
All right, ready for the next guy?
Yeah, what are we at? Number 7?
Yeah, we'll do this next one, and then we'll have our ad break.
All right.
Okay. Horde Ass Killer.
Okay, let's not repeat that one.
I'm just reading it phonetically.
Okay.
It's literally, that's how it's spelled.
I don't even want to guess what this translates to.
You got to give me a guess. This guy bothers dogs a lot. That's not his only thing. His action bothers dogs.
Oh, I still don't want to guess. You're making it worse. You just tell me.
Door Slammer.
Oh, okay.
AKA Sean from Kill the Mockingbirds.
Oh, cabinet door slammer.
I love you, Sean. But that night he was slamming all the cabinets. Were you slamming the cabinets? No. I just watch you do it. You got me.
Oh, well.
All right. Door Slammer has the modus operandi he learned from another of his oldest, or one of the oldest horror tropes. In English, his name roughly translates to Door Slammer. He's a Yule lad that embarks on the 13th day to journey over the festive season. And it's all he intends to do. Until the end of the month, he would sneak into your home, or he'd sneak in from home to home, reach the furthest end of Western Fjord, burst to the center of Rakshas, and break in and bang as many doors as he could in order to wake those sleeping inside.
What a jerk.
It is doubtless that the high winds of Iceland's winter and the makeshift designs of many of the tuft houses in Iceland that many of the children would keep wide awake in terror over the Christmas season, fully believing that Door Slammer was making his rounds to the home. So basically, those Western Fjord and burst in the center of it, it's the type of housing. It's like he'd get all the way in the house and then run through the house slamming everything, and everybody'd run out and there's nothing there.
Okay.
What they believe this was created by was these winds rushing through the house, because Iceland has random, extremely hardcore winds.
Okay.
And it would be like, and it'd freak these kids out.
Wouldn't that happen throughout the year, or why is it just...
No, it's winter.
Why just winter?
Because it sucks.
I guess.
Keep in mind, we're talking about Iceland.
Yeah, that's true. That's up there.
All right, so you remember that scar I talked about earlier?
Yeah.
The drink? We're going to talk about that now. So, Skargrummer.
Are we going to take that break or not yet?
Oh, I guess.
Just do it real quick.
Let me get it queued up.
All right.
Merry Christmas, Jay.
Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah, it's Christmas. I forgot. Oh, there's 65 more days and another Christmas. Ain't that crazy?
What sound does pot liquor make?
Pot liquor? What's it make? That sounded like that other one. I think that's Gollygawker.
And we're back.
Oh, shoot. We're back.
That's Gollygawker.
Yeah.
Probably. All right. What did I say? Scar? I can't really pronounce this one. Scar. It's like Sky R.
Okay.
But it's Icelandic, so it's not sky.
Skjar.
Skjar Gobbler.
He's the pirate eater.
Skjar Gobbler. The meal leading up to Christmas Eve are, without a doubt, some of the best of the year. One can indulge on perfectly cooked poultry, nut roasted, minced pies, gingerbread men, cinnamon rolls, and all other manner of treats.
Not my gumdrop buttons.
She's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man! The Muffin Man!
Who lives on Drury Lane?
Me and Emily literally just did this last night at like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, no.
This little back and forth between Farquaad and the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to get into some funny stuff. Okay. So,
what's this guy's treats? What's his name translate to?
No, his name is Skargrummer, but his real name is like Scar or Sky or Skrar Gobbler. Like he eats the scar.
Okay.
In the season in Iceland, however, one dish deserves all the special mention. It's the delicious and creamy scar.
So what's that?
It's a healthy, I'm glad you asked. This healthy, tasty, traditional dairy product can be fairly described as one of Iceland's truly most delicious delicacies, especially when compared to dishes such as hawk roll, which is fermented shark meat that rots in
Wow.
and Huttensprungler,
Ooh.
ram's testicles sautéed.
Oh, never mind.
While this delight is a year-round tradition, Skar is particularly a treat over the Christmas season, serving as a refreshment for a number of huge roast meals, usually accompanied in the holidays. In terms of Icelandic Christmas folklore, however, people were not the only ones craving this delicious, delicious cream.
Mm-hmm.
It was also the favorite meal of the 8th Icelandic Yule Lad, Skargrammer or Skargobbler. From the 18th to the 30th, this national delight was complete by both sweet and savory dishes, were under careful watch should it not fall into the hands of this nefarious troll.
You gotta watch
They
your
would
Skar.
guard this.
Yeah.
Some people believe these legends so hardcore that they would stay up all night and watch it.
Well, that's because it's your uncle, Dave, sneaking down and drinking the whole bottle.
He is so far the biggest Yule Lad we've talked about.
Oh, how big is this one?
He barely fits in the house.
So more than 14 feet.
Yeah.
Bigger than spoon liquor.
A lot. But he's also built. All the pictures of him is he's jacked like The Rock.
Well, that's what happens when you drink your milk.
When you just eat creamy dairy product all year round and you live in Iceland.
Just like Jim Harbaugh said, I just drink your milk.
I don't know is that what he said?
He said something about that's all he drank growing up. Just drink milk. That's it.
I'm laughing at both the names of the next one.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so this is the longest written name.
This is number 9, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Bajankanuk.
Okay.
Bajankanak or Nukarer.
Okay. The door knocker. Oh. Did I get it right?
No. Sausage snatcher.
Oh, boy.
He will snatch your sausage.
That's scary.
Him and Gollygawk get along quite well.
I'm sure they do.
Now, smoked meats is one of the favorite cooking methods in Iceland. Smoked fish and lamb are popular throughout the year.
Smoked fish.
As well as smoked sausage, known in Iceland as, literally, balagna.
Oh, wow. Like our bologna.
Yes.
Or my bologna.
But it's
my
spelled
hungry one.
phonetically.
My hungry one.
From the 9th of the 20th, however, vigilance is required in preparing the balagna. It was the only piece of food that the 9th Yule Lad, the sausage snatcher, wanted to get his grubby little hands on.
Ugh. Yes.
Sausage snatcher had a preferred way of stealing this Icelandic delicacy. It is said that he would break into homes and hide in the rafters, waiting for dinner to be cooked before he swooped down and snatched it all.
Wow.
Literally, this guy is like a monkey man covered in sausages with sausage legs.
So he might eat himself if he goes hungry enough.
Yeah.
That's kind of frightening.
Mm-hmm. Sausage snatcher.
Yeah, that's not a very good name.
How festive are these little guys so far?
I mean, they clearly like eating. All of them enjoy eating and indulging in
What's Iceland? It
gluttony.
sucks.
Yeah. They're all gluttonous trolls.
During the European and the U.S. witch trials, Iceland burnt the fewest witches. Do you know why?
Because
they have no woody trees.
Oh, okay.
So wood is they have a couple, but
it's
most
such a rare
wood
resource.
is driftwood.
Okay.
I think if I remember, they only ever burnt one or maybe two, and she was literally a lady that said she was a witch, and threw stuff in people's faces and said that they were cursed.
Yeah, I would have burnt her too.
Yeah, so it wasn't like a lot of the Salem witch trials or the European witch trials where they're just women that probably wanted one right, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe go outside one time.
Show a little ankle from time to time.
This was an old hag that would literally throw water balloons full of cat pee in your face and be like, "You're cursed."
Yeah. Yeah, she needed burnt.
Yeah, all right, well.
Well, we'll waste a tree on you.
Yeah. You're worth the driftwood. What do you think of these guys so far? They're hungry.
Yeah, they're hungry. Trolls. I mean, they're not festive at all. I don't want these guys around for Christmas. Why would you want that?
How very much white American of you.
I guess. I mean, I don't know why the white is attached to it, but I don't want these guys around my spoons or my pots or my bowls or my sausage or my cows.
Your cows?
I don't have any cows, but if I did, I don't want them around them.
All right. This is going to be your favorite one, I can guarantee it.
We'll see if he beats the golly gawker.
There's There's 5 G's in this word.
Oh, gosh.
5.
All right, ready.
Gok, gok, gonger.
Okay.
Gok, gok, gonger.
I think you nailed it. What's that translate to?
I want you to guess.
I can't on that one.
Come on.
I don't know what this one is. The garlic snatcher.
The window peeper.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Literally is a peeping Tom. This is the 10th Yule Lad.
Oh, he's a peeping Tom. Okay.
The descendant from the festive season was perhaps the creepiest of all.
You think?
The window peeper. Considering the darkness of Iceland's winters, keep in mind, this is truly
right
as dark as it gets.
No sunlight up
being
there.
Being above ground.
Yeah.
Was where there were only 4 hours of sunlight on the day of Christmas. It takes little imagination to picture the fear a child must have felt passing the window of their homes on Christmas night, terrified that there is some fearsome troll that may be looking upon them. Like several of the other characteristics mentioned above, the window peeper, chilling behavior was designed a way to scare children from going outside in the dark winters, which could be, for a young child, a death sentence.
Yep.
It was also a reminder that the child eating Garla, I can never say her name. The mother troll.
Oh yeah. What did you say? Gotha?
Yeah, it's something.
I don't remember.
Had eyes across the country, looking out for mischief.
Ooh.
She ate a lot of bad kids.
Yeah.
She'd eat any kid, but specifically liked bad kids.
But she had her peeping Toms out there scouting out.
And the picture of this guy is absolutely creepy. His whole face is supposed to take up a window.
Jeez. Like Drop Dead Fred when he got his face smashed in the fridge?
Never seen it.
Oh, darn it. Good reference there. That's a golden reference. When he gets his face smashed in the fridge and he pulls it out and it's as big as a window.
All right. Gothifer.
This is the next one?
Yep.
Number 11?
Yeah. Give me a guess.
Gothifer?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Last one was window. We already had a door knocker, so this is probably the roof crawler. The chimney sneaker.
The doorway sniffer.
Oh my gosh. It's not a sniffer.
The doorway sniffer may have come into folklore due to the whistling breath of the wind creeping through the Icelandic doorways of the drafty, tuft houses.
No.
Similar to the window peeper and the door slammer, the idea of him creeping into your home to cause mayhem haunted the nightmares of most Icelandic children. This is an exaggeration by the fact that doorway sniffer, I almost read his normal name, was renowned by his enormous nose.
Gosh.
He could smell your thoughts. Massive, even for his kind, which trolls are known to have extremely large noses.
Yeah.
Like proboscis monkeys and stuff like that.
Okay.
The reason for his sniffing was also extremely nefarious. He was forever seeking his favorite meal, which included the delicacy of Luffenbrod, which is leaf bread. This delicious treat was only baked during the Christmas time, making it an often cherished family affair, especially in the extreme far north of Iceland.
Leaf bread? Mm-hmm. Sounds
awful.
It
had a leaf on it. No, it was like a sweet treat.
Oh, okay.
But it's like design, the way they cut in the top.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
No, it was supposed to be like one of the best things. Kind of like a cookie cake. Like as a kid,
Or ice cream cake?
No, it's cold. It was always cold. They didn't want ice cream.
Oh, wow. No, I mean, it's comparable. It's like cake, but it's also ice cream all in one. Ugh.
It was notable for being a very round, thin, fried, and decorated with an intricate pattern, which is usually a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Those renowned for their detailed design, in particular umbrage with the doorway sniffer, as he would often steal the leaf bread he could impress the most impressive piece of bread.
Gotcha.
So the people that had the best leaf bread were the ones that got robbed.
Yeah, obviously, if your nose works that well, you're only going to go for the best.
All right.
A lot of these sound like tendencies of someone in our government, but go on. Next one.
Kinkenkooker.
Oh my gosh. What's he, like the underwear stealer?
Ooh. No, he has a very scary name.
Okay.
Just Meat Hook or Sharp Meat Hook?
Oh, wow. Okay. Wonder what he does.
You want to guess?
He's a murderer.
He's like a normal guy with like an 18-foot long giant meat hook he swims around.
For what reason?
To eat you.
Okay, so he's going after people.
No, he's like he's one of the little trolls, but he does have a pretty large meat hook with it sharpened.
Overcompensating for something?
So Christmas cutlery traditions are very specific between families. There's one common central feature of most festivities, and it's the meat. Basically, they'd hang meat inside the house. The Icelandic folklore, however, is a target for thievery from the 12th in the prominent Yule lad, the meat hook. Lurking where he has access to the kitchen, behind doors, under tables and cupboards, and so on and so forth, he would lay in wait for the meat of any dish to be slapped onto the counter. And as soon as he could avoid capture, he would pull out his long, rusty, sharp meat hook, snag himself the centerpiece of the family meal, and run away.
Wham!
Unlike his brothers, who only sought smoked sausage, like, the sausage stealer.
Yeah.
Meat hook wasn't discriminatory. He tasted everything, and he wanted all of the meat. He would literally torture some families repeatedly to where they would starve to death.
Just to get their meat. Mm-hmm. His hands on their meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
I
don't really like any of them, to be honest.
Save your overall opinions for the end, sir.
Okay, we got last one, right?
Yeah. Korsgan snacker.
Oh, okay.
The scariest one of all.
The nutcracker.
The candle stealer.
Ooh, the candle stealer.
Once again, this may be lost on our American listeners.
Why?
How scary this actually is.
Because
we don't live in perpetual night. In the harsh winter, where your only light source is candle, and this giant hairy troll comes in like horror movie style and just puts it out, and then the rest of those brothers rush in.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, this guy. So let me read the thing. The final Yule lad is the candle stealer, or candle beggar. He emerges only on Christmas Eve in Iceland. Like his 12th brother, his name is self-explanatory, although the consequences of his hijinks are more troublesome than any other appear. In the past, candles were incredibly valuable to Iceland, providing light throughout the darkness. As noted, this lasted for over 20 hours a day on Christmas.
Dang.
It was like pitch black for 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
Candles were only available tool for Icelanders to enjoy the historically favored pastime of reading. And over Christmas in Iceland, everyone getting together and reading is an old family tradition. They would literally get like book clubs for Christmas time and just read their favorite books.
We need to bring that back. Enough of these cell phones, enough of these televisions.
No, because then you attract candle stealer. The custom makes candle stealer's antics more and more troublesome. His intent was not even to use the candles to enjoy novels or poetry. Instead, he sought only to munch on them, the tallow that was inside the candles.
Oh, old school candles.
To get as much of the tallow as possible, he made sure he took it from the easiest target in the household, the children's, by following them into their bedrooms or in their reading nooks and robbing them straight from their hands.
Wow.
Literally this giant troll.
Yeah.
Would because it's trolls, so they're fae.
Right, yeah.
So he'd show up in your room and just reach down
and grab your candle out of your hand.
Put it out.
Yeah.
And then he'd take it. Now you're in a dark room with a monster.
Right. That's stealing your candles, eating them.
And you just...
Never had a tallow candle before. I heard beef tallow is really good to fry things in. Like that's what McDonald's used to use before.
Yeah.
They switched to seed oil and hydrogenated fake.
So candle stealer, without a doubt, was the most intrusive Yule lad and one of the most upsetting to kids and adults alike. All, however, could take solace in the fact that he was the last.
Good.
And in the 13 days, he and all of his brothers, mother, and her cat, which maybe will be next year's thing, would be back in their caves in the northern Iceland, laying dormant until the next Yuletide. Today, now all the Yule lads are much more family-friendly and tend to give more than they steal. They've definitely modernized the legends.
Okay.
Much more Christmassy, much more like this Heidi show I watched, and it was a kid's show, but it's pretty good. They had the Yule lads in one, and they kind of do the same thing, but they're much more elf-like.
Okay.
They're much smaller now and more adorable.
So they made them more likable, I guess.
Yes. Keep in mind the original traditions. Most of these are either most of them are giant, or at least man-sized,
big,
and horrifying to look at.
Right, which is probably the truth behind them all. And now they're just making them. Oh, these guys are good. You can invite them into your house. They'll clean your spoons
a lot of reading,
for
and
you.
I know we got a lot of new listeners. Generally, what we do is at the end we go through. So, what do you think of the Yule Lads?
I'm not a fan of them.
Now, I do think for Iceland specifically, they do teach important lessons.
Yeah.
Like not to waste candles.
And not to waste food. Clean your stuff. Utensils.
Like, I think it's all about...
Scrub your pots and pans.
Either teaching a lesson or explaining a natural phenomena. But we talked about that in European folklore. We talked about that in U.S. folklore. The world, right?
I don't want to know what natural phenomena that like licks all your spoons.
No, I'm talking about the wind, the door slammer.
Oh, okay.
Like the smell.
Yeah, that one.
The big smelling of breath. And the reflection one... one of the articles I was reading talked about that the way like the windows would freeze is it would almost like magnify your face. So a lot of these kids would look and they would see a bigger version of their face.
The window
absolutely freak out.
The peeping Tom. Yeah.
Which and you're told of these monsters and legends, and then you look in the window and it's pitch black.
And you see a face that's all warped and stretched out.
Yeah.
Be a little scary.
And it's death outside.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. These are pretty scary stories to be telling kids.
Yeah. And like I said, they're much more modernized now.
Yeah.
But we did trolls. And I do think there's this mix of real life encounters and some good educational folklore.
Folklore. Yeah.
Where that folklore is specifically made to teach kids.
Right. Yeah.
Like we talked about this long time ago with the Frogman. The Kentucky version of the Frogman may have been, and this was like 1800s, was made to keep kids away from the Ohio River.
Yeah.
But it may have had people that seen frog people. They probably didn't do anything.
Yeah, they just took it and ran with it to teach a lesson.
Because you tell your kids there's a big alligator down there, they're going to go mess with the alligator.
Right, yeah.
When you make it more humanized, it's like really scary. It's really scary for kids.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about this kind of troll legends?
I mean, it's pretty cool. They're fun to learn about, but they're all, each and every one has some sort of gluttonous thing, attached to it. So,
and we talked about this. Cracking a beer, just a warning. I mean, a Yule beverage.
Oh, yeah, a Yuletide beverage.
Man, it's still only noon.
Oh, boy.
What was I saying? Oh, with trolls. A lot of what they did was changed a lot by the Catholic Church. When they started, I guess the
rewriting the Bible,
would be invading northern Scandinavia.
Oh, okay.
And Iceland and stuff. And yes.
Conquering.
Yes. Politely suggesting with the sword.
Yeah.
That this is now your new religion. I don't care that you're hungry.
No, not that.
Oh. Well, we still got 12 minutes.
Oh, gosh.
Fill the time. Now you made me get off track.
Sorry, belly hurts.
No, that we're
still sick.
Trolls are very intelligent, and trolls were scary. Yeah. Like when we did our trolls episode, they were very scary. They could eat you. They could kill you.
Not anything you really want to be a friend with or invite into your home.
No, but you remember they did. They had friendly ones. They had accords with trolls. Like the trolls would come into town once a year to trade goods and stuff like that.
That's right. Yeah.
And they had the old stained glass picture of a troll like strolling through town.
Yeah.
Like a 60-foot tall troll coming into town with ore on its back.
I think they used to exist.
I think they still probably do. I just think they're extremely rare.
And they know, like,
the newest Troll Hunter movie came out, and that's what it talked about. Is it that literally they blamed the Catholic Church going through and literally killing all the trolls.
Wouldn't be? I mean, the Crusades.
And then why trolls attacked churches was the bell. They have hypersensitive hearing. And the bell was just way too loud, and it would either
put off some frequency that gave them migraines.
It would run off all the little trolls.
Yeah.
And then the big ones were big enough to fight back.
Remember the Great Headache?
There you go, with giants.
Yeah, see, giant trolls,
now,
giants.
I think it's Sweden. It may be Switzerland, but I think it's Sweden. They have a troll rock in front of one of the oldest churches in that country.
Oh, wow.
Which, as they said, was from the mountains a troll had thrown at them.
Yeah, thrown down.
And it was missed by like 30 or 40 feet.
Could have been a slide rock bolter.
No, it threw it. And it didn't just crawl.
Oh, okay. Yes, you never know. Yeah, that's North American.
Well, anything to add?
No, this Merry Christmas. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. But yeah.
This is Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking with us this year.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely amazing. We're wrapping up season 5, right? Or season 4. Getting ready for season 5.
Season 5, yep.
So
a lot coming down the pipe.
There will be at least 2 more episodes of Chicago Mothman coming. Maybe 3. I really hope not.
Yeah, me too.
But I think it's going to be, it's at least 2.
We'll just see what happens.
We'll just see what happens.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
But everybody's been liking it so far, it seems. Good. Except I can't pronounce Cicero.
That's okay.
Because I kept calling it Cairo.
Oh, it's okay.
Apparently, it's Cicero.
Should let me read it.
It's spelled very similar.
You start letting me read the weird words.
Nope.
All right.
It's been tradition now.
At this point, yeah.
Once again, I've been the great and powerful mystery.
And I've been Christmas Jay.
We'll catch you next week with more exciting fun stuff. Bye. Thank you for listening to Cryptids of the Corn podcast.
Please share with a friend you think would like us. It's the best way to help our show grow.
Leave a comment, rate us, a 5-star review, and remember, there is always extra content on Patreon/CryptidsOfTheCorn.com.
And don't forget, stay magical.